get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. Make some progress, I can see that they compare. I think everyone's against me, maybe something in the air. Am I paranoid? I swear a void is forming and they're scared. I walk a straight path, not many can say that. I like to play fast, cross me and there's payback. You better pray that I don't see your face at any place that I go. I know you hate that. I've been doing fine, I'm not wasting any more time. I live for the fight and the climb. And I think that the pain that's deep inside is what defines. So I won't give up, I'm gonna make it to the top. I don't care what's in my way, I swear I'm never gonna stop. I could fall flat on my face and I swear I will get back up. Cause I don't deserve a thing and the road ahead is tough. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my
84, and we have an absolutely jammed-packed show here for you this evening with two huge matchups tonight. The farewell tour for the rocker Chris Sands rages on here this evening as he will go one-on-one in that ring with a man known as Direwolf, and the low-life James Rivers has issued an open challenge to one man in the Imagine Wrestling roster. Who's going to step up and accept that challenge? You're going to have to stick around and find out. Plus, we have explosive interviews from your Imagine heavyweight champion, all that Braden Elliot. We are going to hear from your Central Pennsylvania champion, the Shape Jake Wiley, and the Imagine Live champion, the Battle Bucks Magnus Knox will weigh in here this evening. We're also going to hear from extraordinary Xavier Deuce, and the father and son tag team known as the Special Attraction is in the house tonight. We have been submitted a very special video from the big star Dave Daniels for your viewing displeasure. And hey, we are on the march to Imagine Volume 71 at the Juniata Civics Association Pavilion on February the 21st, just 10 days away. But before we get there, we're here and we're live. And this is going to be one of those shows you're not going to want to miss. Imagine Live starts now. Live, all the way live. I am DC Bentley. This is Jimmy the High Flying Hippie, and we are live from the dojo, chapter 284. But before we get into all the spectacle and fantastic events that we have for you this evening, I want to remind you, ladies and gentlemen, to like the video, share the video, turn your alerts on, give us a thumbs up. It helps you stay abreast of all our exclusive wrestling content. And I'm talking about wrestling content like Imagine Volume 71, returning to the Juniata Civics Association Pavilion in just 10 days on February the 21st. Jimmy, you're going to be involved in that show. Tell me how excited you are.
If you've never seen Imagine Wrestling live, the way to see it right here on the home court back here, February 21st at the Juniata Civics Association building. Imagine Live. Tag team titles on the line. Heath Slater in the house. He's got kids, baby.
That's right.
And if you got them, bring them family-friendly entertainment at an affordable price right here in Central Pennsylvania. That is Imagine Wrestling. We thank you for tuning in as always.
Hey, listen, before we speak any more on February the 21st, we got a match, Jimmy. Take it away, Lloyd Loud.
Thank you, DC. Thank you, Jimmy. The following contest is scheduled for one fall and has a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, he is one half of the Imagine Tag Team Champions. He is the rocker, Chris Sands.
I was a little early there, Lloyd Loud.
Thank you this time, Chris. You're on your farewell tour. Why did you request this match with Direwolf?
Direwolf, I'll tell you why I requested Direwolf, because Direwolf, I'm a fan. I'm a pup, and I'm part of your little wolf pack. Trust me. There's not one person in that locker room or in this world that wants to watch you win like I do. But Direwolf, I ain't gonna let you lift a leg like that on me that easy. So keep howling at the moon and rip a page out of my notebook, because you're going to need it. On the other hand, and on a completely separate note, the Special Attraction, you keep running your mouth and keep feeding some piss-poor excuses, well, you're going to lose again, and I'm pretty sure Jimmy will tell you more about that later. Also, big shout-out to my watch party in Virginia. John and Beth, how's it going?
All right, thank you, Chris. His opponent, he's a man on the hunt. He is Direwolf. Thank you for this time, Direwolf. Tonight you step in the ring with the champion. Tell me, what are your thoughts?
You know, Lloyd, whenever I heard that the classic rocker Chris Sands, that he was putting out this challenge for me, I was ecstatic. I felt like a star. I felt like Yellow Wolf. I'll tell you why, because Chris Sands is one of those guys that has a love for professional wrestling. Whenever we have this ring set up every month at the Juniata Civics Association, there's so many wrestlers that are just honing their craft. And last month I locked horns with Chris Sands and he said, Direwolf, we haven't gotten to do this before, have we? And so I'm glad to get one with you here tonight. Before you call it quits here with Imagine Wrestling, you ride off into the sunset, hopefully with that championship belt, Chris Sands. And you know what? You're right. I am going to need to take a page out of your book. I'm going to have to learn as much as I can tonight. I'm going to have to win and use that momentum on February 21st against Magnus Knox, because if there's one thing that I hate, it's not even losing. I hate disrespectful. I hate bullies. I hate whenever you get some little crummy wimp and then you combine all of those three in together and you get Magnus Knox. And so, Magnus, you called me a loser last week, and that just doesn't sit right with me, bud. So I'm bringing the best Direwolf. I am bringing a fight to you on February 21st, and you better be there to see it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that match is coming up. Next.
I've got kids, yeah, I'm a dad. All of those habits I had to go. May sound strange, I just changed directions in the middle of the road. Yeah, but that's exactly what I did. Now I've got kids.
We had Direwolf going on kind of a anti-bullying campaign in there, Jimmy, calling Magnus Knox a crummy wimp.
That might be a first for this program, a crummy wimp. You know, DC Bentley, how you're not supposed to eat a half hour. After you eat for a half hour, you're not supposed to go swimming.
Oh, my goodness.
That tells me John Williams has never been swimming in his life.
Never been swimming. He's never even been wet. And Direwolf
He's
now
always eaten within the
outside
last
the ring.
half hour. Direwolf out to the apron already. Her fast action kick right to the sternum.
Oh, there is a sunset flip by Direwolf, but only got a 2 count on the Rocker, Chris Sands, who's on his farewell tour, Jimmy. And that's got to have a certain place in your heart. You know, you cheer for him. He's a man that you've come to know and love, but knowing that his retirement's coming up quick, that's got to have an impact on you.
It absolutely does. I'm real sad to see him go. It's a beautiful Japanese arm drag by the Direwolf there. You don't see enough of those these days.
Following up with an arm bar. Irish whip now. Headlock takeover by the Rocker, Chris Sands, in firm control of the rookie, the Direwolf. Direwolf not exactly on a hot streak of wins lately. In fact, quite the opposite. A streak of losses in his wake.
His first win won't be tonight over Chris Sands. Hopefully not anyhow. Direwolf really showing some grit tonight. Really standing up for Chris Sands here.
You know, to his credit, he is in every match that he participates in. I mean, he's never sorely outmatched, though he's not come out on top.
We've seen him endure some real beatings at the hands of people like Malachi Gage. This Direwolf is as tough as they come.
Greco-Roman knuckle followed up. There's another arm drag.
Beautiful floating arm drag there. A little lucha libre here in Imagine Dojo.
Well, he fancies himself the Lucha Lobo. He's getting bandied around the ring by the Rocker right now, who's, like I said, seems to have an extra added motivation lately. He's really wanting to win all of his final matches here at Imagine Live from the Dojo, and this is down to what, next to last.
Yeah, Chris Sands as he gets down to the wire here. Beautiful front side trip there. Brings Direwolf over. Modified neck snap.
Wow. That kick out by Direwolf. This is a guy who can take a tremendous amount of punishment and show unusual resilience. Direwolf is tough as nails, Jimmy.
He really is. This Direwolf is searching for his first victory, and he will get it here. Young guy, you know, hasn't had the easiest of opponents here. He really got thrown right into the fire, just like he is here with Chris Sands in a deep sleeper hold.
We are just 10 days away from Imagine returning to the Juniata Civics Association Pavilion in Altoona. Tickets available now. Get them. And now the Direwolf suffering the neck breaker of the Rocker, Chris Sands. That was kind of a basement neck breaker of sorts, Jimmy.
Yeah, real short flip neck breaker there. Direwolf has hurting here, trying to get some separation, getting up to his feet there, vertical base. As Chris Sands stalks his prey, so to speak here.
Ooh.
Little stinger splash there from Chris Sands.
The neck of Direwolf snap back. Wow. Followed up. He is isolated a body part, Jimmy. Is that something that he learned under your learning tree?
Absolutely. Nice cover there by Chris Sands. Really getting full body weight across them shoulders. Chris Sands, a real student of the game here as he talks about that notebook. That is a real existing thing. He's picked my brain and picked my brain. Hopefully Chris Sands can show out a victory here.
He couldn't have found a better member of this Imagine Wrestling roster to align himself with, Jimmy, because you've got a plethora of experiences in independent wrestling and professional wrestling. Maybe the most accomplished wrestler on our roster right now. I
appreciate that. Beautiful blockbuster there by Direwolf. Yeah, Chris Sands grew up a fan of mine. Now he's with me. And it'll be my honor to end this tag team run with the tag team championships still around our waists.
Look at Direwolf go now. 2 Polish hammers. Ducks a clothesline by the rocker Chris Sands coming off the middle buckle with that double axe handle smash. And now a side headlock. And nope. Chris Sands just a little too quick for him there, Jimmy. Go for the rocker drop. He got it, Jimmy.
Oh, he got
That's gotta
all
be
of it.
1, 2, and 3. And it is magnanimous. The rocker Chris Sands is your victor. Direwolf suffering yet another defeat in the middle of that ring here at Imagine Live from the dojo.
That was definitely a faster, more aggressive Direwolf than what we've seen. Really took Chris Sands to the limit here. Chris Sands with a flash rocker dropper gets the Duke.
Well, like I said, both men have heightened levels of motivation. The Direwolf anxious to break his losing streak. Chris Sands anxious to win all of his final matches.
Chris Sands, as always, with a smile on his face, shakes the hand of the Direwolf.
I gotta show you. Wait a second here. It's the Imagine Live champion, the Battle Buck Magnus Knox. Wow, we got a kind of a zoological standoff going on of sorts. The Battle Buck, the Direwolf. I mean, it's like Animal Planet around here. And, we got some interviews coming up, Jimmy, but I'd like to get your thoughts on Chris Sands' next to last match here at Imagine Live from the dojo.
His next to last match. Wow. Wish me and Chris Sands would have had a little more time to talk about this beforehand. I know what it means to me seeing this kid come in here as a dojo student, happy to even see me in the room. Now he gets to end his tenure here as my tag team partner. I'm sure it's bittersweet for Chris Sands, and never say never in wrestling, and I'm still trying to talk him out of leaving.
Well, and I always appreciate your comments, but we got some comments from a few other members of the Imagine Wrestling roster. Take it away, Lloyd Loud.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the spotlight. My first guests of the evening, they are the special attraction, the Enigma, Lucio DeVere, and the Carney King, your sideshow Shiko, Malachi Gage. Gentlemen, thank you for this time. Normally, when you're in the spotlight, I ask you guys a question, but Imagine
Ask away, Lloyd, ask away, do your job.
Well,
isn't that what they pay you for?
Imagine executives want me to let you know that not only you will be facing the Rockers on February 21st, you will also be facing all that Braden Elliot and a partner of his choosing. That's what's happening according to the executives.
You're telling me we have 2 matches. We already have 1 match, a match which we deserve, a rematch for the tag team titles that we should have already had. But what we don't deserve is 2 matches. How is this fair? Is that the only way Braden thinks he stands a chance when we already have a match earlier? We already proved that we can beat him the last couple weeks in a row. It doesn't matter what tag team partner he has. We already proved we can beat the Classic Rockers, and we're coming in fresh to them, and we're going to take the titles, and then Braden wants to use whatever advantage he can to try to take advantage of us when we've already wrestled. How is that fair to us? That's not fair. We don't need to have 2 matches. That's ridiculous.
You know, I can tell you exactly why this is happening, Lloyd. I can tell you it's because the special attraction, we sell tickets. Braden Elliot and the Classic Rockers alone, they aren't selling the tickets. If you want a sold-out house, you put us on the card twice. And you know what? They're pretty good at some things, too, you know? Braden Elliot, he's the best ass-kisser we got in this company. He makes you people believe that he actually cares about you and not just himself. And the classic rockers, here's what they're real good at. Let me tell you, they absolutely excel at screwing up every, hey, come on, hey.
Jimmy,
I didn't say anything.
Yeah, he's saying anything. I can almost agree. That is 2 more matches than you guys deserve on this show, right? Get out of here. I'm going to force.
That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
I'm going to force my hand here because these guys like to manufacture excuses. I'm calling first dibs. We want them first. Classic Rockers versus Special Attraction before whatever else they got going on. We'll see if they even make it there.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, my next guest of the evening, he's the Central Pennsylvania champion. He's the Shape, Jake Wiley. Jake, I have to ask you a hard-hitting question. The cheese must have fell off your cracker to go around antagonizing the world beater, Chris Coleman.
You're funny, Lloyd. You're funny. I don't like cheese. I like meat. But, Chris Coleman, I'm not afraid of PV. I've already beaten him. You saw it at the last show. I'm standing here with her, and he isn't. So, that being said, like I've said, Lloyd, I was the first, and I will be the last. Is that everything?
Well, no, Jake, what's going on with you and Braden Elliot?
Ah, yes. Me and Braden. Well, Lloyd, come here. Stand real close to me. You see, all of us have the power to kill with our hands. Some are afraid, but then there's some of us who are not afraid, and with that power, we can control life itself. So, Braden, on the 21st, you need a partner. And I know somebody that is willing to be your partner.
Let's look at some footage from the big star, Dave Daniels.
I'm not worth a minute of your time, Kato. You're such a pompous prick, man. Yeah, you are. And you're lucky. You're lucky because last week's your one. It's your one because if I wanted to, I could have knocked your teeth right down your throat, but I didn't. I didn't, and for good reason. You see, when you came out and you got face-to-face with me, I thought, finally, after a few weeks of all this, that you had finally found your balls. But I was wrong. Oh, I was way wrong. I mean, as a matter of fact, I'm not sure whether or not to call you Kato or Katie anymore. Yeah, because that's not the guy I know. No, that's not the guy I know. You see, the Kato I know, he never backed down from a challenge. He always stood up for a fight. But the rumors are true, everyone. The rumors are true. Ever since I came back to Imagine, people have been telling me that Kato's gotten soft. Well, you have, Kato. You've gotten soft. And I wouldn't have believed it if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. You see, man, you came out here a couple weeks ago and you gave the imagination a whole history lesson. Well, maybe it's time I give them a history lesson of my own. You see, I think they're all starting to figure out that this thing between you and I, that this isn't something that just started a couple weeks ago. No, this is 20 plus years of history. As a matter of fact, it was 21 years ago when a young up-and-coming Dave got in the ring with a prime Casanova Kato, and I took you to the limit, Kato. I took you to the limit. It was the match of the year, and you know, I was this close. I was this close to beating you and becoming the heavyweight champion. But I didn't, but something big did happen that night. Yeah, and I truly believe this. You see, it was on that night that you realized that there was an up-and-coming superstar that was going to be better than you. Yeah, Yeah, I was going to be better than you, and we can't have that. Oh no, that can't happen in Kato land. So here it was. Every time that I've come and I've left, and I've come and I left, like you say I do, you've made sure to take your little pencil and you've written me as far away as possible from the heavyweight title picture. And why is that, Kato? Why is that? I'll tell you why. It's because you're jealous. Yeah, you've always been jealous of me. And now you're scared too. Yeah, you're scared. You're scared of what it would be like to get in the ring with an experienced veteran now. You're scared that you're not going to get your storybook end and little fairy tale ending to walk off into the sunset in July into retirement. No, because if you got in the ring with me, I would end your career right then and there. But you better stop ignoring me, Kato. You better stop or you're going to get hurt. It's going to get a whole lot worse. You're going to get hurt like a guy like Xavier Deuce. Like Xavier Deuce, see, that's going to happen week after week. I am going to continue raising hell on Imagine Wrestling until I finally get your attention, Kato.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back in the spotlight. My next guest for the evening, he is extraordinary, Xavier Deuce. Xavier, thank you for this time. Hard-hitting question here, man. Last 2 weeks, you were attacked maliciously by the big star, Dave Daniels. Tell us what's going through your head.
Daniels, all I hear for you, it got about Gail yes, Gail that, Gail anything. But all I see is you got me over and over again. And I have enough for it. So, David, here's something new for you. February 21, you not wanted KO. You wanted me. 1-on-1. And for me, my future is coming on. And for you, your future, it'd be awful.
DC, Jimmy.
All right, well, it seems like the big star Dave Daniels may have bitten off a little more than he can chew for February the 21st. He's going to have to take on extraordinary Xavier Deuce, and he might get his ass whooped. I got to say it like that because I'm not a real big star fan. But I tell you what, if you haven't gotten your tickets for February the 21st, we are just 10 days away. What are you waiting for? Get those tickets now. They are going quickly, right, Jimmy?
Absolutely. You got to sit among them. We call them the imagination. They are the fans of this company that make this company. Sit among them on the home turf. There's not a bad seat in the house at Imagine Wrestling. Get your tickets on the website, imaginewrestling.com.
Absolutely. And hey, ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. We got one more match coming up, but we're also going to hear from your heavyweight champion, all that Braden Elliot. But ladies and gentlemen, if you weren't aware of this very hoodie was stark white last week. It isn't any longer. Jimmy, tell us how that happened.
Flying Hippie Tie-Dye. Check out my company on Facebook, or just hit me up on my personal page. I've been a tie-dyer for almost 20 years. DC Bentley. Tie-dye doesn't have to be rainbow. It doesn't have to be chaotic. It can be uniform and nice. Hit me up. Flying Hippie Tie-Dye. Thank Imagine Wrestling for this time.
All right. Thank you, Jimmy. Flying Hippie Tie-Dye. Some of the greatest tie-dye apparel you will find in the greater United States. Now, me and my good friend Mike Zeke have started a podcast called the Bent Mike Podcast. It is available only on Spotify. If you have the time and you have the means, stop over to Spotify. Give us a listen. We just dropped our Royal Rumble deep dive. It is 2 hours plus of us just hashing out our thoughts, feelings, and opinions on not just this most recent Royal Rumble, but all Royal Rumbles in general. So we'd really appreciate it. And I also thank Imagine Wrestling for this time. But Jimmy, we got a match to get to. Lloyd Loud, take it away.
Thank you, DC. Thank you, Jimmy. The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is your main event of the evening. Introducing first, he is the lowlife, James Rivers. Thank you for this time, James.
Absolutely.
Like last week, you called out pretty much the whole Imagine roster.
Absolutely.
The executives have decided to give you an open match here tonight. Tell us your thoughts.
Well,
Before I get to that, I do want to inform the imagination of something. You see, I have been informed myself about who my opponent is going to be on the 21st. And that, in fact, is one Rubio Bell, someone who has not been with the company for months upon months. But in the time that he's been away, he's been making a bit of a name for himself. He's been making waves on the independent scene, going up and down the East Coast, taking on all comers. And now he's stepping into my home. And I don't do well with invaders, so Rubio Bell, as much as I respect the dedication you have, I am going to show you just how low I can get, and I'm going to best you on February 21st. Rubio, you're going to get your bell rung, and you're going to sink to the bottom of the river. And speaking of which, someone else is in for the same treatment this very night. Here in the Imagine Wrestling Dojo, as you mentioned, I have issued an open challenge, and I have been granted the ability to compete in this ring against anyone who wants to step up, anyone who wants to set foot in this ring against the lowlife James Rivers. And so, as I mentioned before, I'm so close to the peak of Imagine Wrestling, but I'm a few steps off. And I need someone to step up who wants to take my spot, who I can beat, and I can take their spot. I can rise up. Whoever wins takes another step towards the top. And I need as much competition as I can find, because I'm going to get to the top of the mountain. I'm going to put a ladder on top of the mountain. I'm going to build a rocket atop that ladder. Don't ask how, but I'm taking this company to new heights, to new levels, and to the moon. And it starts tonight. So whoever is dumb enough to set foot in the ring with me tonight, I'll show you just how low I can get, because I'm a low life, baby! So bring it on.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's see who has accepted the open challenge. Challenger, come on out.
It's the Battle Bucks Magnus Knox.
Magnus Knox. Magnus, why did you accept this challenge?
A statement. I came here to make a statement, because what I saw earlier was absolutely pathetic, Direwolf. Yeah, Direwolf. I saw what you did. You want to go around and play the wrestler. You want to do all this stuff. You don't have the enthusiasm. You don't have the drive. You don't have the determination that I have. You don't have the love of the game like I do. You don't have the love of the game to be a wrestler. You don't have the love of the game to be the warrior that I am. And you said something. You said something that made me think. You called me a bully. Yeah, I'm a bully because I win. I bully anyone it takes to win, to destroy. I am a bully, and the bullies win. And you know what? Tonight, I'm so confident I'll win. It's for the Imagine Live title. James Rivers versus Magnus Knox for the Imagine Live title. Watch what it's like to be a winner. Watch and fear the deer.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, title match coming up.
I've got kids, yeah, I'm a dad. All of those habits I had to go. May sound strange, I just changed directions in the middle of the road. Yeah, but that's exactly what I did. Now I've got kids.
All right, we got a Imagine Live title match, Jimmy. I can't believe it.
Imagine Live title match where wrestlers might put a new title belt around their waist. That would be John Williams' equator, though, as he holds up the gold there. That's the Imagine Live title. That's what it all is. James Rivers was the longest reigning Imagine Live champion and a defending champion.
We might be having a longest reigning champion flashback here. I'll tell you what, poor John Williams. He's just an unfortunate looking man.
For many, many reasons.
Here we go, and BattleBuck did not have to put that Imagine Live title up here this evening, but decided to because he has that level of confidence. Is that a mistake, Jimmy?
Hey, if he's confident, he's confident, but if he's going to climb the mountain that we all speak of here in Imagine Wrestling, tonight he's going to have to cross rivers.
We have had, well, there you go, literally and figuratively. Very good, Jimmy. I like that. Play on words. We have had quite a few excellent professional wrestlers hold that Imagine Live title.
Absolutely. Magnus Knox, his accolades here, a Division I wrestler.
That's right.
The Slippery Rock University here. This guy has improved his striking to become the complete package here, transforming into the battle buck. But James Rivers, probably the most unpredictable with the deepest offense on our roster. And stuff like that, because he's a low-life baby.
That's right. He couldn't out-muscle the Battle Buck, but he can certainly out-dirty him. And there's a schoolboy roll-up. Magnus Knox able to kick out. And a high knee by the low-life James Ross. Magnus Knox in some real trouble here.
Old school perfected James Ross, one of the most underrated stars here in Imagine Wrestling. There's a hair pull Wednesday for you. Mike Zeke's screaming somewhere.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that was uncharacteristically dirty of the Battle Buck Magnus Knox. Not usually one to cheat quite like that, but showing the low life he can keep up.
He absolutely did, and he just folds him over with that STO takedown. Battle Buck here ready to go. Great shot by our camera crew here as James Ross trying to find his way to his feet.
I'll tell you what, Magnus Knox in phenomenal condition. I said it a few weeks prior, but he does resemble a buck in rut. He's all filled with testosterone. He actually killed a coyote on the way over here.
He better be careful. John Williams loves venison. Big club to the back there. James Ross in a bad way, but he only needs a small window of opportunity here, and he'll take it. He's a lowlife. He's above nothing.
They eat a lot of venison on the wrong side of the tracks, Jimmy. That's a cost-effective meal.
Absolutely.
A rear chin lock now being applied by the Battle Buck Magnus Knox. He is in control of the low-life James Rivers, but James Rivers is, I tell you what, man, he's as tough as a $2 steak, man.
That deep inside chin lock there, right in the crook of the elbow. James Rivers is going to play out. There's that hard double that he shoots.
That's right. You mentioned it before, but he was an AAU stud in amateur wrestling, and now raining down forearms using those leather gauntlets, which they may be loaded.
Magnus Knox once wrestled a match to be an Olympic alternate in his collegiate career before joining us here at Imagine Wrestling.
I'll tell you what, that is something to be proud of. But he's got a real chip on his shoulder.
I can't agree with his attitude. He does have the accolades. There's another deep chin lock. That looks like bone across forearm there as he gator rolls him.
A little gator rolling.
What a cheap shot.
It's like insult to injury. That's meant to hurt the man, not meant to beat him.
That's not what you want to do to the lowlife.
I like how he hooked the leg and looped the head, and very good cover there. Nice fundamentals by Magnus Knox. Good, solid kick out by the lowlife James Ross. This one's neck and neck right now, Jimmy.
That's what I'm saying. It's love him or hate him. It's hard to find a hole in Magnus Knox's game here as he just completely dominates James Rivers here.
I have to wonder if that bad attitude could potentially hold him back. It hasn't yet, though. He's on the rise. Oh, look at this. The acrobatic by the lowlife. And now both men splayed out on the canvas. Referee John Williams is going to give us a count here.
Referee John Williams counts both men, but not his calories. Who can get up first here?
We're at 4. 4 cheeseburger. Oh, there we go. 6. And I'm not sure who was up first, but it looked like James Rivers, excuse me. Bad habits.
2 Tito Santana style flying forearms. James Rivers really getting something going here. Standing reverse. Ducks under.
Oh, what a swinging neck breaker.
And he got all of it too.
Kick out now by Magnus Knox. James Rivers beside himself now.
Great ring placement there by James Rivers. Just no rope break in sight after that neck breaker from Magnus Knox.
Both men are graduates of that Imagine Wrestling dojo. If you have any interest in becoming a part of the show, so to speak, you can always train at the dojo by reaching out via Facebook. What I understand, Jimmy's free tryouts.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Don't let it be a what if. If you think you can join professional wrestling, make the call. It'll change your life.
James Rivers now, the low life, got dropped on his low-hanging fruits there, right on the top turnbuckle. Going for a top rope suplex, but not able to execute as James Rivers batters the midsection of Magnus Knox.
Yeah, we talk about Imagine Dojo here and some of the great, some of the great trainees that have come out of here.
Oh, James Rivers bouncing right off the canvas.
Got nothing on that. Right here is two graduates of Imagine Dojo with two completely different styles and motivations here. Both amazing performers. Two elbows to the side of the face. James Rivers hooks him up. Implant. Split leg implant DDT.
And he's going to go for a pinfall cover too, and he got him. Hey, that's it. Your new Imagine Live champion, the lowlife James Rivers.
Very, very impressive. Magnus Knox.
Wow.
As Magnus Knox collects himself here, there's your champion, James Rivers.
Absolutely. The Imagine Live Championship title has changed here at Imagine Live from the Dojo Chapter 284. And hey, we got one more of these before we go home to Imagine Volume 71 at the Juniata Civics Association Pavilion. Don't you, ladies and gentlemen, forget Braden Elliot still has to weigh in here this evening. So... Hey, we need some help out here!
Jimmy, you okay? Jimmy.
Get the hell out of here!
Come on, Jimmy.
Good God!
Come on, Jimmy.
Oh my God. It's carnage.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're sorry about the interruption. We still have an interview to do.
Hang in there, ladies and gentlemen. We're collecting ourselves. We're getting word from the production truck. We're going to set our things
All right,
out.
ladies and gentlemen, if I may introduce you to your heavyweight champion. He is all that, Braden Elliot. Thank you for this time, champ. You've got a lot going on. Tell us your thoughts.
You see what's going on here?
Yes, sir.
There's chaos everywhere. But I can guarantee you that the only chaos on February 21st is going to be the destruction of the special attraction. Malachi Gage and Lucio DeVere. The two of you have run your mouth for long enough. You're going to take on the Classic Rockers first, but you're going to take on me and a partner of my choosing, and I did not want a partner. I asked to go in alone because this is my problem and nobody else's. This is my beef with you and nobody else's. This problem that I have with Malachi Gage and Lucio DeVere, they come out here every single week and they say that it's my fault that they lost the tag team titles. They want to talk about how I'm an ass kisser. Well, I guess it pays to be the guy that management likes. When you don't break the rules, sure, you're an ass kisser. I don't care about these fans. Well, I walk around this town and I go to all the local sponsors. I inspire all of the fans that send me messages, and not because I seek out their acceptance or anything. I get the messages. I hear it. They tell me. And I never thought that would happen. But it's reasons like that that made me fall in love with professional wrestling. So that is why I do what I do. And I try to be an upstanding individual because of that.
Malachi Gage, you and I, we have been on when we first started, we were on parallel paths. We started here and everybody said that Braden and Malachi, we were the best two to come out of this school. We were the best two wrestlers that were going to come out of Imagine Wrestling. And for so long, we were parallels. Right there, one right beside the other. Who was achieving more? Who was breaking more records? Who was doing more work? And then you became a goof. You became just like your dad. You became what everybody did not want you to be. We had high hopes for you. I heard about it all the time. They said you're going to end up just like your dad, and you worked so hard to not be. And then you did. A backstabbing, shit-talking, sneaking little bitch. So on February 21st, whoever I have to choose as a partner, whoever I can find, just know that when they step in the ring with me, the job will get done. Because I'm Braden Elliot, and I won't back down. Hey!
We need some help out here. Braden Elliot's getting absolutely mugged. Oh!
Get the chair. Right here. Right here. Get him, G. Not me, huh?
Hit him. Take his head off.
Get him. Get him. Come on. Right here.
Funny.
Here's your chance.
It's funny. I get it. Hit him. Hit him.
Here's your chance. Hit him.
Let him go. Okay. Yeah, I get it. Hit him. Let him go! Huh? Huh? What do you mean let him go? What do you mean let him go? Hit him! You want him for yourself?
Hit him. Chance.
Hit him!
Right here. Everything he did to you right now.
Remember all the promises, his promise. You don't remember that? You don't remember that? You forgot that too? Hit him! Hit him!
Get out.
Hit him!
Get out.
Get out.
Get out.
Get out. For what?
Get out. Get out.
For what?
Get out. Get out. Get out.
Or
Get out.
what?
Get out.
Or what?
Get out.
I'm looking for a partner.